Hi everyone. In this session, we are going to discuss about the previous year's question in zoology. Let us discuss. The question number 1 is, adult human RBCs are eunucleate. Which of the following statements or statement is most appropriate explanation for this feature? So, here eunucleate is non-presence of nucleus, that is the absence of nucleus. See, options are like this and question is choose the correct option from the above. So, options are like this: they do not need reproduce, they are somatic cells. Option 3, they do not metabolize, and fourth one is all their internal space is available for oxygen transport. Let us see. See, they do not need reproduce. See, nucleus is not related to the reproduction in RBC, then they are the somatic cells, but these are the RBC red blood cells and they do not metabolize. And fourth option is all their internal space, for example RBC with center, it should be a nucleus but without nucleus, and with RBC of 4 polypeptide chains, that is 4 heme molecules. These 4 heme molecules are meant for the transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide. So, the right option is only fourth. The next question for today's session is, the hepatic portal vein drains blood to the liver from. Actually, there is a portal system in our body, that is hepatic portal vein. Hepatic portal vein which transports blood from the alimentary canal to the liver before entering into the or releasing into the heart or veins. So, here the options are like this: stomach, kidneys, intestine. See here, the hepatic portal vein is a connection between the intestine and liver. So, option D is correct one. The next question is, a decrease in blood pressure or volume will not cause the release of. Here there are 4 options. Once again I am repeating the question: a decrease in blood pressure or volume will not cause the release of A. renin, B. atrial natriuretic factor or ANF, C. aldosterone, D. ADH. The question is easiest question and a typical question. In this question, we need to follow elimination process. What is meant by elimination? So, eliminating the non-correct answers. For example, we need to go to the Ross cycle. Ross cycle in excretory system is, that is R means renin, A means angiotensin, and one more A is aldosterone. So, renin, angiotensin, aldosterone are the 3 factors help in the increasing the BP. For example, renin is secreted by JG cells of nephron, which is activated during low BP. that is which helps in the reabsorption of the more water. So, angiotensin. Angiotensin is the hormone which helps in the same condition, increase the BP, and aldosterone. Here we need to discuss about the aldosterone. Aldosterone is a hormone released by adrenal cortex during low BP and which helps in the reabsorption of sodium as well as water to maintain sodium water balance. Next, ADH. ADH is released by posterior pituitary lobe of pituitary gland which helps in the to absorption of more amount of water from the posterior parts of the, that is the distal convoluted tubule. So, the next one, B, atrial natriuretic factor is also called as ANF or ANP. Atrial natriuretic factor or peptide which is released by atrial walls of the heart. When the blood volume is more in the heart, that means when the heart receives more amount of blood, atrial natriuretic factor is released and which acts as a vasodilator to decrease the BP. So, our answer is atrial natriuretic factor, the B answer. The next question. Yeah, which of the following statement is correct? It is related to the that is Henle's loop. So, in Henle's loop, there are two limbs, ascending and descending limbs. The options are like this. The ascending limb of loop of Henle is impermeable to water. The second option is the descending limb of Henle's loop is impermeable to water. The third option is the ascending limb of loop of Henle is permeable to water. Then fourth option is the descending limb of loop of Henle is permeable to electrolytes. Here it is very simple. For example, this is descending limb and this is ascending limb of Henle's loop. In the descending limb, that is DL, and this is ascending limb. In the descending limb, it is a part only water will be reabsorbed into the interstitium, no salts are reabsorbed, whereas in the ascending limb only electrolytes or salts are reabsorbed into the interstitium, water is not absorbed. So, here answer is ascending limb of, check the questions, options, the ascending limb of Henle's loop impermeable to water. The descending limb loop of Henle is impermeable to water, this is not correct. So, the ascending limb of Henle's loop is permeable to water, not correct. The descending limb of Henle's loop permeable to electrolytes, not correct. So, our option is A. The next question. Which one of the following options correctly represents the lung conditions in asthma and emphysema respectively? Then we need to know the characteristics of the asthma as well as emphysema. Let us discuss. So, first option is increased respiratory surface, inflammation of bronchioles. B, increased number of bronchioles, increased respiratory surface. Option C, inflammation of bronchioles, decreased respiratory surface, decreased respiratory surface and inflammation of bronchioles. See, first one, asthma. Asthma is the inflammation of the respiratory tract, upper respiratory tract, and the bronchioles especially, and the emphysema. Emphysema is the inflammation to the bronchioles as well as respiratory alveoli. So, when in the emphysema, the bronchioles walls and the respiratory walls will be collapsed, and the thickened connective tissue will be developed. So, respiratory exchange of gas will be decreased. So, by decreasing the respiratory membrane in the walls as well as alveoli, it gets ruptured and damaged. So, here answer is once again option C, increased respiratory surface, inflammation of bronchioles. So, asthma, increased number of bronchioles, increased respiratory surface, inflammation of bronchioles. So, inflammation of bronchioles is correct for asthma. Then decreased respiratory surface is related to the emphysema. So, our option is C. Thank you for watching this video.